Hi there, welcome to well, it's not the Monday market report, it's the Tuesday market report. Anyways, there's a couple things that we wanted to go over this week because there are changes in the market. And later on, we're going to delve into the screen right here, showing how much value has been added to homes over the last 5 years or so. Okay, what's going on in the market in Ozaukee County, Milwaukee County, the 4-county area? What we're seeing is that the markets are shifted, and there's really not many offers going over asking. There's much less, like, multiple offers on a home. As a matter of fact, what we're seeing is that homes are sitting a little bit, prices might be dropping a little bit. What it's doing is giving buyers an opportunity. If you've been a buyer who's been sitting on the sideline because of the rates, or you don't want to get into the over competitiveness with having to bid over and over and over and try to beat other people, now might be a good time to get into the market. I know that rates are a little higher, but that's where the homes in the United States has went from 30 billion to 51 billion. So 21 million increase over 300. And so what it's telling you is that, of course, this is a little bit of an unusual period that there's been such an explosion in the home value. But if you look over the course of time, home values increase 4% every year. So over 10 years, that's 40%. And so even though the rates are a little higher, if you're a buyer that's thinking about getting in the market, now is the time. Yes, your payment's going to be a little bit higher. Rates are likely to be higher for a little bit of amount of time, but when they do drop, you're going to have the home that you want, and you're going to have already started getting value built into your home. So you're getting that, those additional years of home value increases that you didn't have to buy in 5 years at the home value, but you bought in now. Rates are a little higher, but you can refinance when they come down. The other thing that we're seeing in the Milwaukee market is there's just a little bit less inventory coming on than the prior years. Again, I think this is because sellers aren't sure where they're going to go. Unless you're a seller who's going to a condo, you might not want to get in this market, or I should say going to an apartment or going somewhere else so you have a second home, because they're more cautious to get in because they don't know if they're going to get a home. Sellers are worried that if they have to go buy another home, they might not be able to find one. Now, again, because the market's shifting, that might loosen up some more inventory, because sellers might think, I'll be able to get the home that I want because there's not overbidding going on in homes. And so, it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple months. Rates are going to likely to remain high, but I feel like sellers might start putting their homes on the market because they can see that there are opportunities for them to buy, that they're not have to be trying to overcompete and things like that. Rates right now are at 7.49. Last week, the Fed held the rates the same, which would have been probably likely good for the markets, but then the comments that the Fed made along with it kind of was a downer, saying they'll know when rates are good enough or high enough, and they kind of give indications how long the rates will be higher. And before, people were thinking maybe next year there'd be only one rate increase. Now they're thinking 2. So anyways, the markets have reacted unfavorably to what the Fed said last week. Anyways, that's the market for this week. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.